Hello, hello. Welcome back. All right. So, Aquarians, let's go ahead and jump on in. We are going to do a little salute to the fact that we are coming up to the 1111 portal really soon. And I just look at it as a chance to take a good look in the mirror, decide what do we like? What are our actions actually yielding results in our real life? Is there anything we want to fine tune? Because this is a great time to manifest. So, to be the realist version of ourselves, and then to be able to project and manifest externally the realist version of the life that we want to have. By the way, I am being really mindful right now of trying to remember to tag products, because I know so many people always ask me about jewelry and outfits and stuff, and so I am trying to remember to tag stuff so you guys can easily find those, even right down to hair care products. Okay. So we have courage. First off, an area of healing that is perhaps coming up right now for Aquarius could be in the area. I don't know if it's of their own courage, or if maybe at some point in time they didn't have a person to protect them. Maybe they've wanted that. Maybe they've wondered, why did somebody not protect me better? Not everybody has the courage to protect, but some people do. It all depends on their traumas. It all depends on what the scenario is, how much personal strength do they possess. There's a lot that goes into whether or not somebody has what it takes to be that courageous individual. And so I'm wondering if, maybe Aquarius feels like they weren't super brave at one point. We all have times when we are the ones that didn't do something, and we hold ourselves in really sometimes too much judgment, because it's like, hey, maybe we were scared for a reason. Maybe there was something else that we weren't ready to do. That we simply weren't ready for that phase of life. So I don't know, addressing courage versus fear and kind of healing that and forgiving that to a certain extent is really possible, both for oneself and for others who have perhaps maybe not had the courage to either choose Aquarius or protect Aquarius. I think there's a great deal of healing to come through on the 11th. Now, as an overview, we have the Judgment card and we have the Man of Cups. So this is starting to look like there's a strong vibe of having a better relationship as a whole with the divine masculine, and in particular with the emotional context of a divine masculine. Forgiving someone. That's what I'm getting again and again. Maybe it's forgiving the masculine, whether that means masculines that Aquarius knew as, male role models, or lovers, friends, brothers, cousins, you name it. It's just that Man of Cups and the emotions here, coupled with the Judgment, and this could also be forgiving mankind. There can be a strong spiritual concept. And Aquarius is really good at, looking at things in the broader view, looking at eons of time and passage of time, and not just the narrow, little teeny tiny speculative time frames of life. So I could see how maybe Aquarius would be really, I don't know, if they are able to look and say, what do I need to change right now so I manifest the absolute best? And it says, let me get rid of a chip on my shoulder about either times that I don't think I had enough courage, or when other people, I maybe saw them as not very courageous. Let me just forgive the fact that, it's human frailty. There is a lot of emotion here. And it almost feels like Aquarius is saying, I know that we'll say man loved me. I know that they actually did, even if they didn't have quite the strength and the courage that they needed to have at that point in time. It really feels like Aquarius is forgiving someone who kind of let them down. And how is that forgiveness going to be so helpful to Aquarius? How's that forgiveness going to be so helpful here? King of Wands, because it's time that they meet somebody new. They need to heal stuff with the divine masculine in this story, because there is somebody warm and wonderful and soft and spicy and all of that. And so this is an awesome energy to be able to let go of old bitterness, disappointment, or old feelings of having been, left out in the cold. And to do that in time to meet somebody new, somebody warm, somebody wonderful. That's a great message. That King of Wands is going to be super passionate. Yeah, this is really, it's a story about getting over a heartbreak, getting over a betrayal, airing it out, letting the wind in. Aquarius might be tired on the 11th and want to lay down and rest a little bit because they're doing such a huge purge and overhaul of emotions. But it's great because with this, in particular, this Two of Wands, we've got like ships coming in, or one that might be docking and the other one that is sailing away. This is like the changing of the guards, but I feel like this has to do with potential romantic partners. I feel like this has to do with emotions. It's like I can forgive someone and I can send that old memory out. And that's perfect because I'm ready to bring in somebody new to replace the old memories with someone I'm going to make new memories with. Whatever this is, it's been a long time coming. This looks like Father Time has been sitting here and patiently saying, well, Aquarius will know what to do when the time is right for them. If they still are working through something, that's fine. But this 11/11 portal seems to be the time to like really refresh, the time to really be welcoming in new energy. Okay, so what else do we have for Aquarius? What else is changing during this 11/11 portal? We see some wonderful purging. We have Judgment again. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. No joke, these three came out not quite in this order, but these three came out for, I want to say, Cancerian earlier today when I was on Tarot Dog. I'm doing my Cancer video. So I don't know if that's just a side note. We do have strong Scorpio here. We've had Judgment now twice, so really strong Scorpio in this storyline. And to have the Judgment come out twice, this is maybe it's time to cast Judgment now. And Pan is this very lusty little dude. He's dancing around in the forest. They didn't really build temples to Pan. This is coming from mythology, of course, but they didn't really build temples to him like they did other gods in ancient Greece. Instead, he was always this rustic little fellow. So it was more like Pan was associated more with the forest. And I only mention that because we have this playful, lusty, joyful little energy coming out of this. And then it's time